Hi everybody, I'm Mac Hines and I am the writer and director of the short film, right there actually in fact, known as Kaldur. Kaldur is a half-hour short film centered around an alien humanoid who has come to Earth to learn about humanity and is befriended by a young girl named Terry and her older brother, Wayne. Together, the siblings must save Kaldur from a scientist who seeks to violently exploit Kaldur's knowledge and power for his own corrupt purposes. Now, in the time that has transpired, a lot has happened. Originally, upon shooting the movie and completing shooting the movie, we did get to a point in the original post-production process where we did have an original cut of the movie, and upon seeing it, hard work and effort most certainly went into it. However, it just it didn't quite reflect the sensibilities that I had originally intended for the full visceral experience that I had intended for people to feel upon seeing this movie. And unfortunately, issue after issue occurred during the post-production process of the movie, and ultimately the decision was made to step away and focus on other projects because we just decided it wasn't worth the resources at that time. It was a unanimous decision amongst the entire creative team within that post-production process. It was one that I myself, as writer and director of the movie, I definitely did not want to make. However, I had to be respectful towards people's circumstances at that time, especially since this was a movie made under non-union and non-contractual student filmmaking circumstances. Because, like I said, I had to be respectful towards people's statuses at that time, whether it be people were graduating from film school and getting legitimately paid film work at the time, or having second jobs that were actually paying their bills, or even people falling in love and getting married, having kids. So, after being away for a while, and just having a life, and going through some trials and tribulations, I eventually reached a point where reflection came in, as well as a great deal of radical acceptance as well. And I just said, I don't care. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get this movie done. I am going to get this movie completed. Now the version of the movie that I truly wanted to be able to release to you is here, and I truly consider it a blessing to now be in this place where I can finally share with you the heart of this story that I truly wanted to tell. And something that I felt compelled to tell you with this video, aside from announcing the trailer drop tomorrow, is that something that really stopped me for a long time and discouraged me for a long time in completing the movie and releasing it to you was, honestly, money. I didn't have the money on me that was necessary to complete the movie between the post-production process and releasing the movie to the film festival circuit, because I didn't have the money on me that was necessary to complete the visual effects and the scoring for the movie, and what was also a later decision to have an end credit song for the movie. Fast forward though, I'd finally gotten to the point where accommodations and compensations were made to the team that did amazing work towards what was now the new post-production process of this movie, and they did an amazing job. I'd gotten to a point where I finally had the movie that I wanted to tell, but completing your movie is only part of the story. The rest is securing the budget that's necessary for putting your movie through the film festival circuit. Now, gratefully, that time has come, and I've reached a point where financial security and safety has been ensured for not just myself, but setting it aside so that I can set aside the budget that's necessary for the film festival circuit as well. And man oh man, it is a blessing to be here for that. After having gone through a series of what was essentially rebuilding in my life and reaching a place of physical and financial security and safety as well, the version of the movie that I had always intended to release to you is finally here, and man oh man, it is a blessing to be in this place now. Like I said, the movie is about half an hour long. It's twice as long as what was originally cut some years ago, and it fully reflects the emotional, dramatic, suspenseful, and the full-blown visceral experience that I had always intended to release to you, and it is finally here, and I truly consider it a blessing to be in this place now. While I'm truly grateful to be in a place where it's just truly a blessing to now be in a place where I can share this story with you, it's with a heavy heart that I do so. And the reason why I say that is because all of this is having done so after the passing of our dear Art Lynch, who played the title character of Kaldur. Who Art was as a human being. He was actually one of my first acting teachers, and he was just a genuine and beautiful soul, and he touched the lives of everyone around him, and he embodied what it meant to really just relish in the experiences of living and living amongst our peers and sharing those experiences with each other as we help each other. And every bit of who he was as a human being, it shines in all that he gave towards this role and this story. And it's with heartfelt gratitude that I'm now in a place where I can dedicate his memory to this story. It's been a very long and difficult road in bringing this movie to life and bringing it to a full culmination and to a point where it's now finally in a place where it's ready to be showcased to you. But in its own way, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for the growth that was undergone during that process, because otherwise I really don't think the message would have been as clear, because the message of this movie is that the experiences of our lives, the treasures of our lives, are the experiences that we create amongst each other, and as we share those experiences amongst each other, as we strive towards living towards our highest selves in this life with all that we have to give to it. I'd like to take this opportunity now to thank both Jameson Proctor and Brendan Trainer for coming on board to serve as the movie's producers. Congratulations, guys, and thank you so much. This movie really would not have been possible without you and all that you had to give to it, so thank you. Thank you so much. It wouldn't be what it is without you. And I'd also like to thank Thomas Breckenheisen for coming on board for what was the revisitation of the post-production process in completing this movie. Thomas, wow, you exceeded my expectations, man. Congratulations. You made beautiful visual effects for this movie, sir, so thank you so much. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Brian McGee, who later came on board to serve as the movie's composer. Brian, you acted in this movie as the movie's main antagonist, to which you did brilliant work. And you did just as much brilliant work with all that you had to give towards composing this movie with your soulful hand, sir. You invited people to feel something. You invited people to feel something tangible, visceral, and spiritual, and even transcendental. With your soulful hand, thank you so much, sir. It's beautiful. And it doesn't go without saying that the recommendation for you having come on board was because of best friend Greg Van Cott. Greg, buddy, you've been my best friend for a very long time now. You've been with me through the entire process as you've offered nothing but support, but you also served as the movie's editorial consultant, as well as what was a later decision for the movie to have an end credits song for the movie, to which you served as music producer as well. And man, oh man, it is masterfully crafted. You orchestrated something spiritual and beautiful. It came from a heartfelt place. Heart was in it with every single note, and you've beautifully orchestrated something that represents this movie's message and its heart. And none of it, of course, goes without saying that the voice that carries that heart is none other than Danica Mae Donaldo. Danica, buddy, I'm truly, truly proud of you. You and I have been students of arts ever since the beginning. We've been friends to this day, and your voice is like Disney music, honestly. I've felt that way for a very long time, and I'm truly proud to have had you on board for this, because the vocals that you had to give towards this song, towards this treasure, towards this heart of this story, it stretches across time and space, and I know without a doubt it's stretched all the way to Art's spirit as well, as he looks down in pride, and I know that he's proud of you. So thank you, Danica. I'm truly proud of you. It's been a long and difficult road seeing this movie come together into full culmination now, especially as it represents the full version of what I truly wanted to be able to release to you. It's been a profound, emotional, and beautiful experience, but I'm really grateful for it, and I truly consider this a blessing. To all of you, no matter what you're going through, no matter what happens, please just continue to grow through it. Continue to grow through everything that you experience, because it's shaping you into the beautiful artist and human being that you're meant to be in this world, with all that you have to give towards your passions and your dreams. So I urge you, please, no matter what happens, please just believe. Believe in what can be. Because as long as you come from a place right here, it's worth it. Stay tuned, guys. The trailer will be dropping tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Take care. And always, believe in what can be. Take care.